G'day and welcome. Here's my latest how-to video. It's about mounting of the GoPro. I had a lot of requests about how my GoPro is mounted with the point of view and non-use of a mic. So I thought I'd show you today how it's all done and the way I went about it. There's many different ways, but this one I found the simplest, easiest, cheapest way to do it. As you can see, it's mounted down here on my chin. Most of them are on the top or the side or whatever, and then they run external mics. I tried to avoid that just again for cost, cheapness, and just ease of use, no separate mic or anything like that. So let's get into it and I'll show you how I did it. You'll find for this install there's not a lot of things that you need. The first thing is your GoPro box. You'll need that. You'll need some sort of heat source. I've got a trusty old little gas burning lighter here, like sort of one of those flame ones. Flame one? Of course it's a flame one, it's a lighter. I've got one of those butane gas torch style lighters, not just a normal standard lighter. Puts out a little gas torch style thing. The other thing is some cable ties. You'll need a hacksaw or a grinder to do a little bit of cutting on the plastics, or a Dremel or something like that. And a vise makes it a little easier too, just for some bending. So the first main component is this black plastic sheet here that has the GoPro mount as part of it. You're going to need to remove that from there, and we'll go from there. Now I don't have a spare plastic, I've only got the one that I've already made it with, so I'll just show you on here. What I've done is I've cut the black plastic right at the bottom of this and right at the top as well. It used to be a big square section like that, so I've cut it off there, rounded off the edges, made it all nice and tidy. From there I've drilled 2 holes into the corners on that side and 2 holes into the corner on that side. Once I'd finished all that, it was time to get out the old gas torch lighter here. As you can see, it does a little bit of a flame, like a butane torch sort of thing, rather than just a burning lighter. Gives you a bit better heat to do the plastics, to melt the plastics with. So what I've done is I've heated it up in a nice straight line here, either side of the mount section, and I've bent it into a shape using the vise here, just putting it into the vise and bending it slowly, heat it up again, bend it, just taking your time with it. And what I've done is I've bent it into a shape, something's getting close to the shape of the helmet, so that it's going to go with the contour of the front of the helmet here, or close to it. From there it took a little bit of mucking around. I noticed that I needed to mount the mount on a pretty sharp angle pointing outwards for the way that the GoPro sits into here, and it took a little bit of playing around with where it was going to sit. So as you can see, I've got the cable ties either side, and that's really rigid in there. And I've packed it out. I've actually packed it out with a nut, so a nut sits in there, and I've just got some foam tape. I've heard of guys using Sikaflex to keep it all on there, forgetting about the cable ties and just Sikaflexing it on there in the right spot, which will work as well. So the mount that I use is the J mount, what they call a J-clip mount on the GoPro, and that allows you to tilt it all the way back so that it's sitting flat against the back of the GoPro. I also use the skeleton back. Even when it is raining a little bit, I've never damaged the camera, or it's never really got wet. So I use that skeleton back for my audio because I don't use an external mic, and that helps me do the moto vlogging without having to run an external mic. And the sound quality is okay. It's not the best, definitely not as good as an external mic, but it's good enough, and it works. So you'll see here, as you're looking out into wherever you're riding here, you can see that the mount really does need to have a kick out at the bottom there, so it comes down at a bit of an angle. You'll see when I clip the camera in, it's pointing pretty well forward to where you're looking. I found that when it was down, without the nut sitting underneath here, the camera was down way too far, and you were just getting all handlebars and no distance at all. So it's pretty simple on this one, because it's always as far back as it can go against there, and I know that that's in the right spot then. I don't have to adjust where that sits because I've packed it out properly on here. So that's it, guys. That's my camera mount on the chin. Very simple, very cost effective. It didn't cost me really anything. A couple of cable ties, the mount from the GoPro box, and an old nut that was laying around, some old foam tape that was laying around. If you want to have a go at it, I suggest you do. It's simple, it's easy, and it works. You guys have all seen my videos. The audio works, the camera positioning works, the field of view works. You know, it just works. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out. I'll see you on the next ride. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you later.